Alright, so here are some venture capitalists, alright? And I'm going to be actually doing a few things in this because there's been a lot of people discussing and debating, what's happened to the ad rates on YouTube and all that good stuff, alright? Alright, so here's what I'm going to do, alright? I've been following the business aspect of things a bit. So what I'm going to actually be doing is helping you to kind of get an idea of what happened and why, alright? Alright, because it's going to be a bit of it's going to actually explain a few things, and maybe you'll get a little flashback of some of the other stuff, alright? So, for starters, alright, let's start with before the first so-called apocalypse happened, alright? Basically, any business would advertise on anything, any ad banners or any advertisements, videos, or whatever. Alright? And basically what happened was, and the news media decided to try to make kind of make a stink about certain ads showing up on certain banners, certain websites. Then what happened was then the advertisement banners had to basically go and actually get kind of a semblance of some sort of type management type aspect of basically, we can't have this advertisement showing up on this website or this particular advertisement showing up on this certain video, so forth and so on. So that means basically then those ads basically would stop being taken on those certain platforms and those certain advertisement agencies type deals. You see what I'm saying? Alright, and then we come to what major advertisements was on which platforms. Alright? That's when we come to the what advertisements was left, okay? And those would be ones like you probably recognize this one. Yes, gaming was one of the major advertisers that was left. Alright? And you will probably remember this dancing guy.
There was just no time for play. But that all changed
Probably
on
remember
this
this
one
one.
particular day.
You remember him? You remember him? Okay. So, you're probably asking yourself, what happened? Alright. Well, Six Flags' whole advertisement campaign and expansions weren't, let's just put it this way, after they were founded, okay, you can actually look up on Bankrupt for Six Flags. Okay? Yes. Bright Sun Films did Six Flags. Alright? They weren't, let's say, rolling in it, okay? And the other major advertisers was travel, cruise ships, and airlines. Well, let's put it to you this way. The first apocalypse, which caused a restriction in advertisements, and then the travel industry took a major blow because all of them reported after 9/11 happened, travel went down the toilet, okay? You can actually look up a lot of on Bright Sun Films abandons various stuff that was being built prior to 9/11 happened. There were a lot of acquisitions, a lot of expansions was being constructed, and when the travel industry basically took a major blow, what happened was that caused basically the travel industry had a major downturn. Guess what happens? They spent less on advertising. Okay, and Six Flags, which was bought and sold and did like a lot of parks, was based on debt. Okay, Six Flags actually is in such bad financial shape is that they're actually considering merging with their biggest financial rival, not Disney. You can actually look this up on Bright Sun Films. Okay, bankrupt. Six Flags. Six Flags, by all account, bankrupt. Okay, now. Let's get to the other one, all right? Let's talk about another industry, all right? Let's get this out of the way. You might remember this one during the COVID lockdowns. Okay? Okay? Let's talk about the other major advertiser on YouTube, okay? The automotive industry, all right? All right? Right? Okay. Nissan, GM, Dodge, Ford. Alright. Lincoln. Okay. You might remember Bush's whole push for hydrogen fuel cell vehicles. Alright. That all the automotive industries was being pushed into, okay? You probably remember that one, all right? Okay, probably go away. You probably remember that, okay? General Motors, Ford, and Dodge went into that already in very, very rough financial shape, okay? All right, and then now that they're pushing the whole EV market thing, all right, General Motors' own CEO said that they are on the verge of bankruptcy, okay? All right, on the verge of it. Basically, they are just shy of it, okay? So basically, now you're probably wondering, wait a minute, you also mentioned the video game industry. You got Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony as the three major video game console manufacturers, okay? The console sales has actually been in a steady decline. Okay? In fact, one of them has stopped declaring unit sales for their consoles. Okay? All of this is out there. You can actually go look at pretty much any company's earnings reports, all right? That's why ad revenue and banner ads is down. It has very little to do with anything mainstream media has done. It has everything to do with the fact that pretty much every major advertising sector that was advertising is in major financial trouble now. Okay? And it's not pretty. For a business to have advertising money, they have to have good revenues. Okay? What about store sales? How about Target? How about Walmart? Okay, they used to advertise. Well, what happened there? Okay? Target per a store share. This was before COVID lockdowns or anything else happened. Okay? The average Target store profit margin was averaging 0.7% profit for a store. That's why a lot of stores, when they get hit with shoplifting, A lot of the major chains, they just go, okay, 0.7% earnings average breakdown per a store. I'm just going to do the simple thing here. I'm going to just shut it down. That's why I'm ad-free, because it ain't worth having advertisements on YouTube. The profit margin isn't there. That's why this channel is ad-free, because my viewers and this content isn't because, well, gee, I'm making money on my channel. No, I do it because it's just something for me to do, and you get to watch it. I follow business. Heck, when the first adpocalypse happened, the major ad banners were, believe it or not, video game sectors, Final Fantasy type in video game console sales, and that was it. Okay? That's right, I would say Square Enix. When the first so-called apocalypse happened, Square Enix was already having a bit of financial trouble. Okay? That's what happened. Major advertisers basically hit major financial troubles. When a business has declining sales and declining profits, they don't start firing first, they start pulling back on advertisements. That's what happens. Okay? So when you see somebody saying, well, gee, ad rates is down. Believe it or not, it's not so simple. Actually, it is surprisingly simple. If you follow each of your major advertisers, it's actually very simple. It's very simple. Very, very simple. I know, dude. I know. Yeah, I can just click that and just draw how much I'm buying of something. I played this actually before, if you noticed. Alright, so alright, now that I've gotten that out of the way, alright, so now you're probably wondering, well, gee, if ad rates is going to keep going down because various businesses that are major advertisers is having downturns, well, what am I supposed to do to earn a profit on YouTube or any streaming service? Well, how about YouTube Shorts? Well, YouTube Shorts doesn't really pay advertisement ad banner rates. If anything, it's actually costing YouTube money. YouTube Shorts actually costs YouTube money. And what that means is that will directly affect your ad shares. Because everybody that uploads YouTube Shorts and people that watches it is actually costing YouTube money. It doesn't actually earn anything. Okay? So, how does this affect you? Well, it's quite simple. Alright? If you by chance build a channel, you can get a lot of subscribers in. If you want to do this YouTube thing, actually earn money at it. Well, if you get enough viewers, and then what you can basically do is do like what other YouTubers have done. Like, let's say for the sake of our, let's say for example, okay, Grace Still Plays. He has Florida Man Coffee Company. Even Tim Pool's got multiple businesses. He's got his own website, which you can pay for membership to actually watch content on there. Plus, he's actually started his own coffee chain of stores you could go in and have coffee at. So, yes, there are people that's actually making a living off of starting out with YouTube. So, what does that mean for me? Well, for me, guess what? I've got very little interest in actually turning this into a profit. This is just something I want to see what happens in the end. Essentially, a lot of YouTubers have been saying ad rates, ad banner rates. It's just all down. Even Clownfish TV has on multiple videos been going on about ad rates being down on YouTube, and their ad banner rates is way down as well on their website. Okay, that's why all of the major advertisers across the board is having financial trouble. Okay. So, that's what's happened. That's why your ad rates is down. All of the major advertisers, prior to what's being called the second apocalypse, were your travel, your theme park sectors, your video game consoles, your video game manufacturers, your action figures, your memorabilia. I'm afraid now, how many times did you see the loot box? Loot crate, I think it was called. Loot crate was called a loot crate. How many times did you see the loot crate ad in between now and the first apocalypse? And people getting paid to do unboxing videos for loot crate. It was all over the place. How about the mobile game advertisements, okay? How about the Raid Shadow Legend advertisement? How many times did you see that? Do you want to know what happened to that one? There's so many mobile games now that the players are so spread out between their chosen mobile games now that actually mobile games that are made and uploaded to the game store now is at a loss. Okay? That's what happened. And that's why now ad rates on YouTube is down. That's the real reason why. And that's why ad banner rates is down. And you better believe that Google is going to basically be pretty much rendering news and political commentary websites as irrelevant because they're going to have bots now skim them for the information, and instead of having you have to click on delete, it's going to actually be a bot now for the news article information that you're interested in right on Google, so you don't even have to go to the websites, because these websites are about to start fighting to basically keep you contained on on their platform. What that's going to do is that's going to crater ad banner rates. And that means that every news website and political commentary website, okay, is going to start trying to go to, the paid membership model, because now they're going to have to go to, since they can't get it from the ad banners, they're going to go to you, the user of the website now, for the money to try to stay afloat. All right. I know what managers do. I've played this game before. Back when it used to be, I think it was on Newgrounds. I played this. I actually had all of these all solid. Okay. So you're probably wondering, well, the venture capitalist was as close as I could get to explaining this to you. Okay. All right. Why the ad rates is down, and why it's basically the way it is now. Okay. Alright, so that's what's happened. Alright. And I hope this explains everything and why. And you're probably wondering, okay, so if YouTube ad rates are down, and then, and you're going to stay ad free, so what's your goal? Honestly, I don't know. I'm just doing this because if I feel like I'm going to make a video or content or give my opinion about something, well, I might do it, or I might do a character video and upload it, just see what happens. Alright. Okay. And that's probably why you're noticing my content is a little all over the place. Alright. Okay, now, let's get to the big one. What happened to my favorite properties? Why are they not like they used to be? How come, everything's gone so weird with all of entertainment? Okay. Alright. Okay. I'll answer that one now. Okay. Alright. So. Well, let's say for the sake of argument, you started a business. Okay, like let's say an venture capitalist here. Okay, all right, I'm a capitalist. All right, I'm buying these various lemonades, newspapers, cars, pizzas, donuts, shrimp boats, hockey team, movie studios, banks. All right. This is actually the perfect metaphor for what I'm getting into now. Okay. You see, I'm a capitalist. All right. All right. I'm Mr. Joe Capitalist. Okay. Okay, I'm Mr. Joe Capitalist. Okay. All right. All right. But here's the thing, though. Okay, in real life, doesn't work like this. Okay. Okay. In real life, I would be a shareholder, and I would actually be buying stocks of these various companies. Okay, and then, like, let's say right now, I would have 159 shares of Lemonade. Okay. That would give me a voting controlling interest, okay? All right? And then what happens is that these companies, okay, would basically, like, let's say, for the sake of argument, the car wash, okay? They want me to buy more shares of the car wash, okay? Well, they would want to make their company look nicer for the investor, okay? All right? And what they would do is, instead of, like, let's say instead of the car wash, basically hiring somebody that would look good would make the company better and long-term profitable, they would actually hire somebody that would basically look better on paper. So that way, Joe Investor here would buy, like, let's say, 3 more shares of the car wash. And what that normally results in happening is, like, let's say, for the sake of argument, what happened to General Motors. Because General Motors didn't so much get a here's current General Motors CEO Mary T. Barra, okay, Chair and Chief Executive Officer, President, Chief Executive Officer, CEO. I challenge you, okay? Just I'm going to take it nice and slow here. Look for anything that says she worked as an engineer on a car. You see global product development? That doesn't mean she was involved in making a vehicle. Okay? You see what I'm saying? Alright. How about the current Disney CEO? Bob Iger. Alright? The whole board at Disney and the CEOs, they don't get the job because they have experience with the products, or the companies, or being clients, or actually like the products. They get the job because of one simple fact. There were previous CEOs of another company. They make it look better to the shareholders, the buyers of the stocks. That's what they do. Okay? You see what I'm saying? Like American Broadcasting, ABC. Yeah, you saw how ABC was under his regime. Okay, that's the point. They do stuff to make the stocks look better on paper, so that more investors buys them. If it makes it look better to the stock market. That's what it's all about. Getting people to buy more stocks of something. That's what it boils down to. Alright. I think it shows that I've played this before. Alright. Venture Capitalist is so mild that pretty much I picked it for one simple reason. It's obvious what it is, it's obvious how to play it, it's obvious how to work it, and it's completely free. So I don't have to really focus on actually driving, shooting, maneuvering, or any of that stuff. Hence why Venture Capital is what I picked for this video. To get all of this out of my system so that way I can say it. And now I feel better. Alright, now, one more thing to finish this off, okay? You're probably going to say, well, it's on more YouTube channels. During peak advertisement rates for YouTube itself said that over 2.4 billion hours of content was uploaded a minute. Or every second. I don't remember exactly what the breakdown was, okay? Over 2 billion hours. Just put it to you that way, okay? Over 2 billion hours of content, okay? Alright? I want to show you what 2 billion looks like. Alright, I got it. You see, look at this. This is 2 billion. Okay? That's 2 billion right there. This is 2 billion. Look at all them zeros. That's a second. Okay? That was a second. When ad rates was up. 2 billion every second. Okay? Alright? You get it? 9 zeros. 2 to the power of 10. Okay? 2e9. This is more ways. This is more ways right here to write 2 billion right here. Look at this. 2 to the power of 10 by 9. Okay? And e notion is 2e9. 2 billion has 9 zeros. Okay? Okay? Alright? Okay. So it has very little to do with how much content gets uploaded to YouTube. It has everything to do, the ad rates on YouTube has everything to do with the fact that every company that was major advertisers were in financial trouble to begin with. Okay? Bright Sun Films, abandoned and bankrupt is two perfect video series that he does by Bright Sun Films, okay? That really epitomizes what happened to the ad rates. Okay? You see, me, the companies I interact with, I actively follow them financially. That's why I know what happened. Okay? That's why I know this. Alright. I think that's enough of me ranting here. Alright. I want to just do one more thing, okay? You see? Only 40 million PS5 units sold. But here's the catch, though. Was that actually a blunder? You see? Look at this. Struggling to sell over $70 video games. See? The whole video game industry right now is struggling in the console format, okay? Let's fix that little typo there. Even Apple stopped reporting unit sales. Apple will no longer reveal how many iPhones, iPads, and Macs it sells. Look at this. Okay, the only time a company stops reporting sales is if they are down or if they're not meeting expectations. That's why even the comic book industry stopped reporting comic book sales, because they're not selling good. All right? Okay, and that's why you've noticed they've stopped reporting unit sales for a lot of stuff that used to be major advertisers on YouTube back in the day, back during high ad rate numbers, okay? They stopped reporting numbers because they're not selling as good as they used to. And sometimes companies will be at desperation, start marketing like crazy, like even Disney Plus subscriber numbers is down. And that's why they've started desperately marketing what they've got on there without really marketing what they have. It's desperation, okay? Eventually, unfortunately, you think the ad rate's bad now. In a few years, it can get worse. All right? All right now. I think I feel better now. Okay? It's only going to be a 32-minute video, but that's beside the point. I said what had to be said. I had to basically be the one to say the elephant in the room. All right? Hopefully I won't have to do this again. All right? And hopefully after this video, I'll be back to my usual nonsense content. All right. Hopefully I didn't ruin your day. All right? But somebody had to say it, and unfortunately, since I'm the only one that actually paid attention to actually know what happened, I'm the one that had to basically be the one to do it. All right? All right.